Now let's roll back. Roll back a couple of years. You come from Jodhpur, isn't it? Is that the
Did you just say a couple of years? Thank you.
I think you're very, very young. Let's say that. How long back did you land in Dubai?
2012 to be precise.
So about 10 years, 12, 11 years.
11
Wow.
years. I briefly had gone back. So when once I was talking to a friend of mine and they're like, no, you've not spent a decade yet because I have gone back for about 2.5 years. I was back in India. So I say about 10 years I've been in this country.
Right.
So when I was studying in Bombay, I also briefly ended up going for HR classes, which was for one thing that, as women, we are told that agar aap HR mein job kar loge na, to aapki life set ho jayegi. So I kind of started doing those as well. And I started working for a company, a very well-known company in India in HR. Since I was coming from finance background, my job was to actually do the negotiations about the monies with the engineers while I'm still in graduation.
Wow.
But it was back then when I realized that, this is too monotonous for my liking. Like every morning waking up, going to the office, coming back, and then just doing exactly the same thing the next day was kind of
boring. Not exciting.
Yeah, not my kind of life I was looking for. And then, so that is where I decided to do something different with my life.
Okay, so from HR to radio, how did that happen?
Okay, so I was doing this HR while I was studying, but I come from a family of scholars. So हमारे background में ऐसा होता है कि जब तक आपने PhD नहीं किया ना, तब तक आपकी पढ़ाई खत्म नहीं हुई. You got to be a doctor to call yourself all well studied. So because of which, I was actually, after my MCom and MBA, I was going to go to Australia to study for Certified Professional Accountancy, that's CPA, which is equivalent to CA in India. I was, while waiting for my loan to get cleared, a friend of mine called me up and said that there is a voiceover that needs to be recorded. My presenter friends are busy right now, but could you come and help me out? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Because in college, we've all been into this extracurricular space and we all love to, singing and dancing. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. That voiceover was for about just 10 minutes. And I ended up spending 4 hours in recording that because it was very difficult.
Wow. Okay.
But it was for a very, very known network in India. And I would not be able to take the name over here because we have a competition here as well.
That's all right.
So it was a very, this thing in India. And they called me, they did an audition of mine and they really liked my voice. And they just said that, we can't promise you a job right now, but we'll definitely make you an RJ, so intern with us. And since anyways, I was waiting between my college, spaces, I was anyways waiting. So I was like, okay, let me do that. And within 15 days, they actually offered me a role, and I interned in Jodhpur. I went to Ajmer to do my first job. Then in about 8 months, I moved to Jaipur. Then I went to Mumbai, where I was back home.
Yeah.
I worked there for a little while, and then I came to Dubai. So this whole thing happened pretty much in 2 years and 7 months.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And from a potential CA to a radio jockey.
From potentially from potentially a lot of money to
making a lot of money.
Making a lot of fans.
Yeah.